carted away. Well, there's almost a bit of swagger in that stroke, and the follow-up from Asif Sheikh stood there, picked the leg cutter and just smashed it for 4.
He just waited for the ball to come to him. You can see that. Just waits for the ball. That was a leg cutter. And plays it over the infield at extra cover for a boundary. Even though he plays over the infield, he looks so elegant.
Can't beat the man this time, so Sophia Mahmood gets out of that over with only 7 on it from it. It's 44 for none. Turf pitches is a very late change. Mohamed Nadeem had the ball and was ready to bowl. Now remember, we've got our timer in operation here. 57 seconds on the clock. I wonder, will this be the first warning? You're entitled to 2 warnings. The third one will account for a 5-run penalty. Keep your eyes on the umpire here. I think it is going to be the first warning, Paresh. I'll try and get that updated for you. Going to be left arm spin in the shape of Nadeem Khan, who was the hero with the bat the other day for Oman. What an innings that was.
Yes, it was. That is why he was declared the player of the match against UAE. Cut away into the gap. Very good placement by Kushal Bhurtel. Yet another boundary for him.
Loves a cut shot, doesn't he? It's one of his favourite strokes, and been really impressed by this young Nadeem Khan. I think they've uncovered a very talented young bowler. Not a lot wrong with the delivery. Really hasn't missed by much. But it's just manipulation of the ball into an area that he enjoys and he likes, and finds a way to squeeze that between a packed area and the offside for 4. Now he comes down the track, doesn't get to the pitch. Good bowling again. Intently watching Kushal Bhurtel.
Just bowling back of the length, seeing that Bhurtel coming down the track. He just shortened his length. Bhurtel trying to heave that over mid-wicket, but getting the inner half of the bat straight to the fielder.
Again cut, but can't pierce the infield. Always an important over the 6th, and big show of faith from Jatinder Singh and Nadeem Khan to bowl it.
This has been a good start by Nepal, 48 for no loss.
Hit down the ground, not quite out of the middle, but good enough to get 4. Don't know if he was looking to hit it in that direction. Might have been a little bit fortunate, but the 50 comes up in some style. Getting good reward for positive intent here as Kushal Bhurtel's excellent tournament continues.
And that was flat batted straight over the bowler's head. A good diving effort by the fielder there, but couldn't stop it.
Already the best power play of the tournament for Nepal, who are finally finding some real joy here in the first 6 overs, which hasn't been frequent. Even in the games they've been winning, they haven't been off to flying starts. Goes past the 45 for 1 that they made against Japan, and they'll finish with 53 unbroken, and the power play definitely belongs to the side that won the toss and chose to bat first. That's Nepal. It's 53 for none.
Flat batted straight down the ground for yet another boundary. Power play belongs to Nepal.
Mahmood will continue as they'll pick up a single. Well, we were calling him the Butwell boss for a while, weren't we? Kushal Bhurtel, born down in Rupendahe. A lot of cricketers from down in that sort of Terai region, aren't they, in Nepal? Is the Butwell boss back with a bang?
He is definitely back because he's already scored a 50 in this event. Couple of good innings as well. He all started for him when he played the last game against West Indies. He scored 39, quick fire 39.
He looked really good that evening, didn't he? He was so unlucky to be given outs.
The understanding between these two so good. They had to come in together and just talk about the running between the wickets.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of pride across Nepal this evening. Paresh, this is a kind of a celebratory game as opposed to a nervy one. Both sides qualified. Asif Sheikh, I know his brother Arif hasn't played, but the two boys from Bir Gunj. You think about the nation there in Nepal, from the Himal region all the way down through the Pahad region down to the Terai, beautiful slim country, from all the way out in the far west from Sudar Pashim all the way out to the far east. There isn't many parts of it that aren't touched by this journey of Nepal's cricketers, the impact they're having for the country. What will the reaction be this evening, tonight, across Kathmandu and Bhaktapur, Bir Gunj, Janakpur, Butwal, beautiful Ilam, down to Bhairawa, Manang, Nepal Gunj? What's everyone going to be thinking this evening?
I've seen in the social media that big screens have been kept in restaurants or hotels, and everyone watching the game, they will celebrate, no doubt, today evening.
Going to be like a party tonight, I suspect, across Nepal, isn't it? Some of the reactions as well that we've seen have just been phenomenal. I don't know if you've seen some of the videos, and they haven't just been in Nepal, have they? They've been all over the world. People breaking in players. Sufia Mahmood just gets a warning for running right down the pitch. Farmers ploughing their fields with animals whilst watching the Kantapur feed on the television.
Yes, and even though Oman has also qualified, Omani team along with their fans, they must be excited as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's great joy here. You can see the Oman flags up on the balcony of the Oman Cricket Academy, and no one prouder than Sufia Mahmood. As we said, he was a reserve player in that last T20 World Cup. He'll be desperate to be a part of that trip to India and Sri Lanka. I suspect he will be. Just the 6 singles in the over. Well bowled Mahmood. 7 have been bowled. It's 59 for none. So one of them could get to 6 points, but 2 can't. And for them to miss out on qualification, one of these two sides, it would need to be 4 teams on 6 points or more, and then the net run rate would come in as the differential. So confirmation occurred in, well, the least dramatic fashion possible, the most un-Nepali style possible, you might say, as Khan will continue. How do you think both of these sides will go at that T20 World Cup next year? Nepal pushed, well, South Africa to the absolute brink, Bangladesh right to the edge. They lost a game to the Netherlands. It was a really thrilling one too in Texas. For Oman, they had that brilliant super over game against Namibia. Got him, bowled him, and Asif Sheikh tried to give himself room. But the middle stump is rocked back, and Oman have broken this opening partnership.
We don't see quite often Asif Sheikh playing this kind of shot, giving himself room, try to get the gap on the offside behind square, giving himself room, completely beaten by the pace of the delivery. It was slightly slow through the air. He has to depart. A good
and moments that the country will celebrate in unison, all together in unity. And wouldn't they like to bowl Oman out to finish it off, Paresh?
Shah Faisal, the last batter for Oman, coming in at number 11. The required rate, it's almost 28. Now, I think it's all done and dusted for Oman.
Well, the required run rate at 27.6 would indicate that, Paresh. I fully agree. Nepal have been good value for their victory. They've outplayed the hosts, who've, well, had an excellent tournament. They've really impressed me in the field and with the ball, but they just have a few questions with the bat to answer. And however these final few balls go, Nepal will deserve this victory. You'd imagine they'll be very confident against Samoa, and it would be just a case of job done, and off they go to India and Sri Lanka.
The credit goes to the head coach Stuart Law, all the support staff and the players, the way they've united themselves from the start, from the Unity Cup, beating West Indies 2-1 in the bilateral series.
Sandeep Lamachani just comes up into the ring, or wants to, but in fact he'll be sent back. So deep fine leg, deep backward square, deep mid wicket all still stay out. For Oman, their improvements in the field, very notable. Their bowling attack looks very good. Duleep Mendes will be just looking to find a way with the batting ahead of that World Cup.
Yeah, it's all about Oman's batting, which is seems to be a problem at the moment. No consistency apart from Jatinder Singh. And Vinayak Shukla, who's played a good knocks.
Yeah, Shukla's had a good tournament, isn't he? I think on the whole, on the balance for Oman, it's been a very good tournament. They've probably just been a bit outskilled this evening. Maybe it ended up being a reasonably good toss to win. And deciding to bat first. Good pace on offer from Yadav. For Nepal, what will this mean to them, Paresh? The absolute world, I'd imagine.
Yeah, getting qualified for the T20 World Cup back-to-back. It's a very, very big achievement, not only for the players, for the nation. Where we were going out of sorts, a very big problem it was happening in the last month or so. Getting united, sports is the only one thing that unites everyone.
Yeah, isn't it just? And that's the power of sport, the beauty of sport, and our great game, cricket. As Yadav finishes with a slower ball, brilliant bowling. It's another dot, 19 bowled, 107 for 9. Run scorers or the wicket takers, just his impact has been sensational. Those 5 run-outs, basically impossible to match or equal. And he will surely be the one who'll round things out. A fever pitch has been reached around the ground. As this one's clubbed away into the offside. Good diving stop. We'll keep it to a single.
Ari onto his second over. It's bowled well. Just a single run given away in the first spell.
Inside edge. That could have gone anywhere. Mala will chase after it. Shakil Ahmed fancies a second. Does just enough to get back. Really good evening. It's been a celebratory evening. It's been one that Nepal's fans have shared with the Oman fans here. We've had a fever pitch, probably 500 or 600 in and around the ground. And Paresh, with it being your last night, I want to thank you for all of your thoughts. It's been great to be with you. As Irie is helped away over the offside. Won't quite get to the boundary as Bertel does the fielding. Been great to have you with me. Want to wish you a safe journey back home tomorrow. And it's always good to see you, my friend.
Thank you, Lyndon. Likewise.
There is the Oman flag flying high still. Okay, Paresh, I'm going to leave the last ball for you. I think we'll see if Dipender Singh Irie can find the wicket off the penultimate. And I better get down pitch side. It will be in your hands, my friend. I will see you again, hopefully next month in Kathmandu. Let's see what happens. Oman, well, coming up short. Nepal, they're off to the World Cup. They'll be there with Oman, and they should be top of the table, the men from the Himalayas.
Just a ball remaining now for Nepal to register yet another victory in the Super Sixes in this tournament. Full toss, heaved away on the leg side. There is a protection. Rohit Paudel, the captain, doing the... And now they realize that they have qualified for the World Cup, but they had qualified for the World Cup before the game started today. Both Oman and Nepal qualifies for the T20 World Cup next year in India and Sri Lanka. Nepal winning the game by 38 runs, a big margin. Nepal is going to lead the table right on the top. Oman is going to go in the second position, whereas UAE are in the third with 4 points. Handshakes all around, good sportsmanship spirit shown by all the players.